Hi everyone, welcome to our Career Overseas series. I'm Chantel, founder of TheFinanceStory, a platform that enables you make better career decisions. So over the last few months, we've done a lot of LinkedIn Live, series covering professionals from different parts of the world, but most of them, were from the finance background. Either finance professionals, FP&As, tax professionals. So while the spotlight often shines on finance and tax roles, we decided it was time, to talk about opportunities for company secretaries in Dubai. So today we have with us none other than Mr. Vijay Ojha, who's a group secretary at Sharaf Group, to help us understand what career opportunities Dubai has to offer for CS professionals due to its thriving business environment and status as a major financial hub in the Middle East. So Vijay sir moved to Dubai in 2011 and started his career with Sharaf Group. So he's been with the group since 12 years. A little about Sharaf. Sharaf is a prominent and respected conglomerate that operates in several countries, almost 55 from what we know, and employs over 10,000 people. So let us welcome Sir. Sir, thank you so much for the time, and I'm really excited to be speaking with you.
Hi, thank you, gently, and very good afternoon to all your viewers and the
Thank you.
LinkedIn family. This
Thank
is
you.
really pleasure to be with you today and share my experience.
Thank you. So, sir, I'll start with my first question. Okay. Sir, you moved. So let's rewind a little bit. Why did you decide, to become a company secretary? Did you have any family members who inspired or guided you in this
Uh,
direction? And I'm really curious to know what was your initial understanding of, the CS role when you first started out. So, could you just give us a little bit of background about yourself?
yes, gently, thank you very much
Thank you,
for
sir.
giving me this opportunity to interact with your audience through LinkedIn Live, and it's my pleasure. Before sharing my experience as a company secretary, I would like to share my family background briefly. I am from middle class family from a village ground from Rohtas district. Village name is Modhira, and it's in Bihar. So basically, I am from Bihar, and my education was done in lower school, village school. From there, I have completed my middle school, then high school, and after that, when I passed out my 12th examinations, 12th grade, then this thought is coming up what to do next, because maximum people from Bihar, we do engineering or we do medicals. So I was also searching which one which one I need to do further. Shantli, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So then after a lot of discussion debates, this company secretary course was also comes into the pictures, and my father was very much interested, and he told me to why not you join this course. So then I joined this company secretary course, and after struggling, learning lot of things, I passed out in December 2003 examinations. I got membership. From getting membership, I went to Bangalore. I was working as a company secretary with Kumar Organic Products Limited. There, that is my first company as a company secretary, where I learned a lot about the secretarial aspects. And then I moved to another company called Hamson Industries Private Limited, that is subsidiary of Hamson Group, based in UK, that was listed entity in London Stock Exchange. And after that, moving on, I am here now in Dubai. In 2011, I got opportunity from the HR director called me from this company, Sharaf Group, through some consultants, and then I am here. In fact, as you mentioned that whether there was thought to come to Dubai, so it was never in my thought. I was not thinking to come abroad and be a company secretary, but opportunity comes like this, and I accept it. I am always having positive mindset about any challenges or anything in the life, and I get always support from my parents. My father was in army. He was ex-serviceman, and he was in education corps. He was teaching Aussie's armed forces. So he always keeps me motivated. I learn a lot of things. Now he is no more, but his teachings, his guidance are always there with me, which always help me. Whenever I find dilemma, what decision to take, I remember and I got the right path. So, for the perspective of my fellow company secretaries members who are working in India, for them, I can suggest that first of all, have confidence in yourself, have a positive outlook, think that yes, whatever situations are there, there are solutions, and you can find a better solutions, and you can be always a winner. So
Wow.
having positive attitude and keeping confidence, having knowledge, of course, without knowledge, you can't survive in this field. So if you have good determinations, good knowledge, good confidence, positive attitudes, of course, success will be there.
That's so
So
true. So,
yeah,
so you know what? I have this question for you as well before we go ahead. Okay. So when you started your CS, you started your CS career in India. Okay. What
yes,
was the scope of company secretaries back then? Like what were, the word, what were CS professionals really, what were the opportunities for them in terms of careers? And how do you think that has changed in India in the last 20 years? If you could just give us a comparison. First we go to India and then we'll also talk about the UAE.
yeah.
Yeah.
When we started as a company secretary professionals, very few people are aware about the company secretaries. There is always confusion between the company secretaries and personal secretaries. So we need to inform the people, company secretaries are not only compliance and clerk type of persons. They have lot of informations and they have lot of management skill as well. And first of all, governance. So, when people started learning about corporate governance, then they are started feeling about the importance of company secretaries, because company secretaries are the professionals who are known as the torch bearer of corporate governance. And the Institute of Company Secretaries of India is the flagship, I can say, the entity in India who is bringing this corporate governance awareness among all the industries, among all the stakeholders, everybody. And of course, Stock Exchange Board of India establishment of this in 1992. When this economy is growing and compliances are coming in place, people started thinking, mainly industries started thinking that yes, we need some professionals who are well aware about the compliances, whose thought processes are about the governance, and a part of that they are trustworthy. So the company secretaries who are conscious keeper of companies, they are having all confidential informations. They know the laws, they know the regulations, they know the compliances requirements, they know the requirement of the regulators. They become very important part of corporate world. And thus now company secretaries are very known professionals. At present, everybody knows about the company secretaries, and company secretaries are very well known into the Indian corporate society, I can say. Every listed entities must have a company secretary in their board, and they are known as a key managerial persons. For them, there is a filing with the registrar of companies. So if company is having any problem or company is doing any wrong activities, company secretaries are also liable for that. So by that, I can say there are a lot of improvement in the role of company secretaries from the 20 years ago to at the current level.
That's an amazing progress, right? Because I know a lot of people, they say, hey, you know what? A lot of people get confused with a personal secretary and a company secretary. They fail to understand, hey, that it's totally different and the responsibility over here is not meager. It's actually so, so important. But I mean, it's amazing. So, would you also want to share a little bit about, a little bit more about the company secretary roles in depth? So, those who are pursuing CS, will get a better idea. Could you share that as well?
Yeah, as a company secretary role, the word itself, company is involved in this. So from the company's incorporation to death, company secretary has to play a important role, like in corporations, from the start of the business. Then a part of that, the management's meetings, means all meetings, whether it is board meetings, shareholders meetings, committee meetings, company secretaries manages all these meetings, because they are quite equipped with the knowledge which is required to manage all these such meetings. So a part of that, there are a lot of compliances. Statutory laws are there. If it is listed entities, listing agreements are there. Stock exchange compliances are there. Foreign exchange compliances are there. RBI compliances are there. So hundred thousands of compliances. If it is industry, then Factories Act, Employment Act, labor laws, ESI, PF, everywhere the compliances are there. A part of that, company secretaries are involved in annual filings of corporate records, like annual filing of balance sheet, financials, audited financials every year, annual return, which have complete details of the corporate. Once a year, they need to file it. A part of that, if company is taking some important decisions, when special resolutions are passed, company secretary are supposed to file this resolution with the ministries. So this filing becomes one important aspect of their role. But I am telling, company secretaries are not only for the filing purpose; they have very strategic role to play. In the board meetings, they need to guide the board members what are the important points board need to discuss. A part of that's when there are regulatory changes are happening, new laws are coming in the pictures. Then they need to update the board of directors, inform them what is the impact of these laws. So company secretaries, I can say, their role is quite diversified and depends upon the organization also. In big organizations, there may be a lot of requirements, there may be many requirements of company secretaries, and so much work, so we can have team of company secretaries, and one person is specialized in one aspect of the work. But for small entities, company secretaries has to do hundreds of work. So it's all depends. So, by role wise, now the governance, corporate governance, so important things. It covers all aspects of the corporate, even board, stakeholders management, investor management. Now ESG is coming into the pictures, directors reporting, everything. Company secretary has to play a very, very vital role in all aspects, and it's increasing day by day.
That's excellent. So it's a great opportunity and great career scope. It's
Yes.
amazing. Okay, okay. So now moving, to your career in the UAE, that's what a lot of people want to know. Okay. So first, what factors did you take into consideration when deciding, hey, you know what, I'll take this role with Sharaf, okay, and I'll join them. What opportunities did you foresee? Okay, and why did you say, okay, let's go to Dubai and start a career? What was it?
Uh, Frankly saying, is Chantal, when I was working in India, I never thought that I will go abroad, and this aspect was not in mind also, that company secretaries are required. Of course, we are aware that the Institute of Chartered Governance UK, who changed their chartered secretary name to Chartered Governance Institutes. So we know that there are professionals, qualified company secretaries from these institutes. There are institute in South Africa, there is institute in Australia, and many other countries. And their qualified personnel are also become company secretaries, and foreign entities are keeping them as a company secretary. When I got this opportunity from UAE, so I was little hesitant, but after discussion with my parents and all, I come to here. I thought, okay, let us have this opportunity and explore it. And I am happy that I come to here, and I am one of few member of the Institute of Company Secretaries of India who are designated as company secretary in UAE. So of course the opportunities are there, but it's not compulsory here that a company should have a company secretary, qualified company secretary. Reason being, because in UAE there is no such qualifications it recognized. But yeah, people are aware that company secretary must be appointed who helps board of directors and shareholders in conducting the meetings and updating the ministry. Here it is required mainly by the listed entities, because in UAE also there are a lot of listed entities are there who are listed in the Abu Dhabi Stock Exchange and Dubai Stock Exchange and Nasdaq, and many entities are also listed in London Stock Exchange and other Nasdaq and other stock exchanges in this region. So they, when they feel कि, okay, company secretary in law also it is there, but qualification does not mention that a qualified person who should be member of the institute of company secretaries like that can be appointed. They mentioned a person duly legally qualified, a bachelor with a bachelor degree or law degree can be appointed as a company secretary. But now, because the stakes are increasing, UAE is becoming truly international hub. Here, 200 nationals are staying and living and working together. Compliances are coming, laws are changing across the globe. So UAE is also implementing lot of various regulations, including now income tax already came, corporate tax, I can say corporate tax already in place from this 1st June 2023. VAT is already there. There are certain regulations about anti-money laundering and other activities. So for that, compliance requirements are increasing. You know, and UAE becoming the OECD partners, they are trying to implement all regulations and be part of internationally, recognized. I can say geography, and this is becoming international business hub. So to be the international business hub, you need to have proper compliant, regulations, rules, and professional as well, who can provide the better services and create confidence among the international bodies. So by that way, UAE launched here ESR, economic substance regulations, UBUs regulations, KYC regulations, economic this anti-money laundering regulations and all, which requires lot of professional capabilities and understanding to comply with. And company secretary, when we studied the company secretary course, we studied so much about the laws, compliance, and all, that this become part of our every thinking. So the company secretaries professionals are becoming a very very suitable professionals for these type of roles, because they have legal acumen, financial acumen, along with the compliance acumen and governance. Of course, that is the main, I can say, qualities of company secretaries, because governance, they are the governance keeper, they are the conscience keeper, they are known as the torch bearer of the governance. So by that way, the professionals who are qualified from the Institute of Company Secretaries of India, or the professionals qualified from the Chartered Institute of Governance UK, and similarly like Australia and all, they are playing very good role here. A part of that, for my Indian friends, I can say the UAE is an international market. So here the competition is also very big. We have to compete with the professional across the globe, because now all professionals are coming into this place, and you have to compete with all these professionals, their skill levels and all. One challenges, of course, communication should be very strong. You need to be, you have to deliver. If you are not delivering, then there is of course there is lot of challenges. So whatever we do, we need to deliver 100% or more than 100%. So if we are having knowledge, accurate knowledge about the local laws, local regulations, compliances requirements, of course we are going to excel.
That's excellent, sir. Amazing. So, but how do we discover an opportunity in the UAE or in Dubai? Okay, so if I'm in, say, Mumbai, okay, how do I locate such an opportunity? Are there a lot of opportunities? As you said, company secretaries are not mandatory everywhere other than listed companies. But yes, they're because UAE is becoming Dubai especially is becoming an international finance hub. It's already one. Okay, so there's a lot of aspects that has to be taken into consideration, and so companies are really not ignoring aspects. right? So my point is, how do you discover these opportunities, and how many opportunities do you foresee? Like, how many roles can people expect, and how do you apply for these roles? How do you find them? So if you
Yeah.
could tell us on that too.
Yes, as I told, or this company secretary professionals are not very known before. Now, these professions are known. People are getting awareness, and they are getting aware about the company secretaries. In this aspect, the Institute of Company Secretaries of India also established here one chapter. That is the Institute of Company Secretaries chapter in DIFC in PIO. I am also one of the founding member of this institute's chapter here, ICSI chapter here. So we are also trying through conducting other seminar and making people aware that this profession is existing, and the people who have these qualifications are experts in compliances, in governance, in managing the board and committees meeting, advising board of directors, taking care of the tax and VAT related matters, and taking care of all compliances matters of the company. So as far the opportunities are concerned, they are improving. Now the awareness, how people can be aware, the vacancies which are coming up, they are coming through the local, portals, local portals, job portals are here, Gulf job portals are there. LinkedIn, one of the source where the employer publish their requirements, and the consultants. So my advice for the job seekers to keep themselves update, keep their profile updated through LinkedIn and through job portals, Gulf job portals, and create their awareness, and not make only that company secretaries professionals, add their features like their compliance professional, governance professionals, anti-money laundering professionals. So by that way, their job opportunity will increase, or their chances of getting job will also increase here. And so this will be my advice. One more important advice I will like to give: the language. English, of course, is required, but if the professionals friend can learn Arabic, which is a local language, then it will be further advantage and give more, opportunity. And I can say it will give upper hand for these people who know Arabic language in doing these compliances and related job. So by this way, these professional friends can, get opportunity in this area as well.
Okay, sir. Okay. So, sir, my next question is, since you're the founding member of, the CS Institute in Dubai, okay, there'll be a lot of your colleagues, who are working here. So, how most of them, have discovered these opportunities? Have they moved here and then they found opportunities, or, they were hired from India itself? So, if you could just share a little bit on those aspects.
Yeah, many of the members who are the part of our institute here in UAE, they are hired from India as well, and many of people who came here, basically my uh, friends or the members, ladies members of the institute who came to UAE either by compulsion or after marriages. They started career, and now they are getting opportunities. They are searching in the law firms, consultancy firms, and some corporate also as a compliance executive, governance executive, or somewhere company secretaries as well. So for them, like as I told, opportunities are, there. We need to search it out. Market is there. Market or industries always require professionals who have qualifications, calibers, and deliverables. If people have this, there will be always opportunities. And we from the institute side, we are always trying to organize and make awareness among the industries, among the people, among the stakeholders, that yes, this is the professional body who is providing corporate secretaryship educations, and the professionals from these institutes are worth hiring to take care of the compliances and governance job in the industries.
That's excellent, sir. That's amazing. So my next question for you is, you mentioned that, over here, it's not only Indians. There are people from other nationalities. Also having understanding or speaking a little bit of basic Arabic can help. Can you talk a little bit about what kind of skills, okay, are needed? What kind of skills does a hiring manager look for when he's hiring, someone in their compliance team? Okay, that's one. And what kind of qualifications is required? Like, is the UK qualification a lot more recognized? Would you suggest people to pursue, international qualifications that would help?
Yeah, of course, as I mentioned, this is an international city, and here competition is among the international fraternity. The professionals from across the globe are here. So the qualification, of course, the Institute of Company Secretaries qualification is one of the best qualification I can say for the company secretary professionals. A part of that, there is a camps qualifications who are getting for the compliance perspective. In addition to that, we have a MOU with the Institute of the Chartered Governance Institute UK. So taking additional qualification from the ICSA UK is additional benefits for the members, I can say. So by that way, it's good to have some more qualification knowledge. So basic thing is knowledge. If you have knowledge, if you can prove yes, you can add value, you can provide solutions, you will be hired.
That's amazing. And when you say, Arabic, okay. So have you learned a little bit of basic Arabic? Do you understand? Is that important in your role, or at this level now it's not needed?
Uh,
At
of
the level.
course, learning local language is always beneficial. I'm still in that process. I'm still learning. I'm not becoming experts. Very little bit knowledge I have, but this is my, you can say learning point. I'm still learning.
Okay. That's, and how difficult is it? Like, I mean, as an Indian.
I don't think so. It's difficult because there are many institutes in India also who are providing these Arabic knowledge and learning skills. Here also the schools are there. It only depends upon us. If we are lazy, we don't want to study or learn, then it's tough. And I can say that I am also in that category because when your things are moving properly, you don't, try to learn. But it's always advisable that we need to learn more languages, whether it's
Okay.
Arabic, French, Spanish, because many organizations here they have businesses in Africa where there are Spanish and French colonies were there,
Yep.
and people speak French and Spanish. So additional languages are always beneficial. That is, I can suggest to my all friends.
True, and that's a great point. That's an excellent point. Cool. So can you joined Sharaf in 2011. Okay. So what was your first role when you joined there, and how big was the team? Okay. And now in the last 12 years, how has your role evolved? How has your team, the role of your team evolved? If you could just take us through that as well.
Yeah, when I joined in 2011, I was only one person, and nobody was aware how to what work I have to do and how I have to do. So I have to create my own, work. So I started from the scratch, started building up all these database for the organizations and compliances requirements, corporate datas, corporate requirements, then board constitutions, SOPs formulations, governance policies formulations, and all. With the help and the blessings of my superiors, I have succeeded in many of these implementations, and we are now quite good structures. Compliance structure is there, and I can say that there are a lot of governance standards in place. Board structure is there, boards are in place, because this group is quite diversified group. So we have different groups, we have SOPs in presence, how the board meetings to be conducted, how the minutes to be kept, how the records to be implemented. So there has lot been work has been done. Now team is increasing, and in the group also we have a big team now who is helping to the unit level, as well as corporate levels. So like unit wise we have team and they are helping in unit wise, and in corporate level I am heading here, and we have one or two three people teams who is helping me in executing all these things. So it's diversified and delegated, I can say, this process through which this all compliances of the group are maintained properly.
Okay, okay, that's great. Okay, so and what is the how many Indian CS professionals are currently in Dubai?
From the data which I received from the institute, maybe more than 600 around
Okay,
professionals are there, but
okay,
they are not working as a company secretary only. Many are working as a finance professionals, many are working as a legal professionals, so like that. So because people have come to this part of the world to earn money, so and do the jobs, and they have more qualifications, not only one dual or triple qualifications. Some CSR you find lawyer, some CA along with MBA. So wherever they got opportunities in which field, they are doing their best. And I can say because they are qualified company secretaries, so you use that acumen or knowledge of company secretary also in their regular work, so they are improving. So wherever they are at very well positions, I can say, and
that's
they are going to
fantastic.
be at very very good positions.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yes, especially with the increase in compliances over here, of course, absolutely. Cool. So when I look at your LinkedIn, it all looks perfect. Okay. But what has been the challenges in your career and in your journey so far? Anything that you would like to highlight, and also any pointers which you would like to share, to other CS professionals who are looking at building a career in the UAE, or for that matter, even in India. Any career advice?
Yeah, challenges for professionals are always, if the professionals who is not facing the challenges, he cannot be a true professional. So we professionals are only to handle the challenges and come out of these challenges with flying colors, resolving the issues. So whether it is time management, you have to manage the meetings, you have to get the timings of the board members for conducting the meetings, or where it is the compliance requirement, whether it is filing, last filing, technical issues. So lot of challenges are coming in the field of or in the life of professionals, but uh, professionals always resolve this and come out with the flying colors with the good results. We deliver. That's why we are recognized and people are aware that yes, the work is there, which has been handled properly. So challenges is there, and I can share many challenges in my life, but those are many are the things which I can say it's related with the time management, efficiency management, time management not only for yourself but for your board members, for your shareholders, for your stakeholders as well. So that is most important thing. How you are managing the time. You have to prepare the minutes, send it. Sometimes urgent resolutions, sometimes banking requirements, KYC requirements. So some customers requirements, some companies will your subsidiary will come with the different requirements, waiting of the documents, legal agreements, disputes, so different challenges in different corporate worlds. So all corporate fraternity is aware about the challenges, but finally we as a team need to handle the challenges and come out with the solutions.
That's so true. That's some great advice. Cool. So you last mentioned that one of the very important skills is communication skills.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you want to suggest any pointers as to how can one work on their communication skills? Like you have you as you said you came from a smaller city and you grew yourself into this multicultural country like UAE, right? So, can you take us through your journey of building your communication skills and the challenges you faced, and how has it helped you working on it?
Yeah, of course, communication plays very vital role for the career growth or for the career of a professional life. Whether it there are two communications, written communication as well as spoken communication. How you communicate, how the people are understanding, and when you are in this multicultural environment where the people from different countries, different language are working together, your communications plays very vital role. So my advice to my fellow members and friends to work on your communications, learn better English, practice speaking, practice writings, because company secretaries always has to write. They have to write the minutes, they have to write agenda, they have to write resolutions, they have to write letters, communications to the shareholders, boards, third party bankers, everywhere. So that communication plays very vital role. So we need to be very very good in communications. And the people who are very high in their positions having very good communication skills. So if our writing skills are not good, our speaking skills are not very good, we cannot excel in career. So that is my advice. Please read, study, try to speak whenever you got chance, in English or in other language, whatever languages you are learning. Try to speak more and more fluently. Don't be hesitate, and write as much as you can to improve your communication skills.
So if you were 25 years old today, okay, or 25, 26 years old, what would you do differently in your career?
For this today's generation, I can say they are far better equipped, I can say, through in the way of technology, because technology, artificial intelligence, these all are coming in the life of professionals, and they are very tech savvy. So new entrants, like young generations of 25, 20, 30 years, they can use this technology to enhance their skills, to enhance their capabilities, to provide solutions. Presentation skills can be enhanced, can be improved. So I can say that these talented, new generations peoples or new professionals are very talented, and they are going to add a lot of value. And of course, so they are providing good solutions with the help of new technologies like artificial intelligence and all these stuffs.
Okay, okay. So I also want to ask you, like, if you were 25-year-old today, if you were 25-year-old today, what would you do differently in your career?
That is different. Really, if I am 25 years old, then I use this technology very well, which I still believe that I am not so expert now, which I should have. And I can make a presentation within quick 2 minutes. I can provide solutions on click of the mouse, and I should be always ready for the solution and take the challenges. Okay, going aggressively, taking actions, initiatives. You know, first of all, going to the bosses, asking the any particular requirements, adding values, learning new things, making presentations, showing to the boards. All the stuffs, of course, I used to do when I was. If I could have so much energy like young professionals.
You still do, sir. But that's great. So basically, you're saying technology is very important. So CS professionals should not ignore the tech aspect also in their role. That's very important.
At the touch of button and mouse is happening. So company secretary need to be very tech savvy.
Okay, okay, cool. So, my last, so it's not my question actually. What is it that you would want to tell, like, to those CS professionals who are looking at GCC and UAE for career opportunities? Like, what would you want to tell them? Should they go all out? Should they, move here and look for opportunities, start from scratch, and eventually find the right role? How easy would it be for them, or they should really be open, to also doing a finance role? And can you just guide on that aspect?
My suggestion could be, be positive, whatever you do, whether you are working in India, because the working wise, the knowledge wise, what people gain in India is enormous, because there are so much requirement, legal requirement and all. So my advice to get some experience in India, because you will learn lot of things, lot of work there, and then try to explore opportunities abroad. Because when you learn a lot of things in India, then working here is will be easy. And the knowledge wise, the acts or the new laws which is applicable here, or they are not very tough. The people who studied in Indian laws, or they are complying with the Indian corporate laws and lot of other requirements, they can easily handle this situation also. And for career opportunity, only advice, please keep yourself updated, keep your profile updated on LinkedIn, other job portal also. And if you are interested, keep eyes on the job opportunities. And it's luck also along with that. When it comes, opportunities are there. Don't disheartened if you are not selected 2 3 4 times, because it's always there is a next opportunity. If there is no, it means there is next opportunities. So be positive and believe in yourself. Things will improve, and you will be, you are excellent. Believe that you are excellent, you can do anything, and be positive.
This is a great advice of being confident and believing that you are excellent. I think in the start of the conversation also you emphasized a lot about confidence. So
Yeah.
confidence is it looks like confidence has played a key role in defining your career path, right? Apart from all the technical skills and experience, confidence is something that you encourage people to develop.
I am the example, because I am from a village. When we are studying, I don't know how many people are aware about my district also. So we never thought, and now I am here. So it's about the confidence, about the knowledge, about the practice that makes perfect.
Amazing. So that's a great message. Cool, sir. So you've addressed all the pointers, and from what I've gathered, from what I've gathered that there are opportunities over here, okay, for CS professionals, okay, like pure CS professionals.
Yeah.
If you have a law degree, if you have an international qualification, like ICSI has the Institute of Company Secretaries of India has an MOU with a lot of international CS like UK and I
Yes.
guess South Africa as well. So you leverage that, and that will really help you, pave your path. It's not going to be very easy. There are not so many opportunities, but it is growing, and there is a need. That's what you're trying to say.
Yes, definitely. And after UAE India strategic partnership, that SEPA has been signed, opportunities are improving. Many investors from India are coming to UAE. From UAE, people are going to India to invest. So they need professionals, and in that, company secretaries can be a better options.
Okay. Okay. So, before we, close the conversation, where have you seen the most hiring happening for CS professionals in the last, say, 2 years or 3 years?
The legal firms are hiring a lot of CS professionals, because they have to provide a lot of requirements. And legal firms, consultancy firms are hiring, in addition to the corporates. And also the corporates who are having diverse businesses, and businesses across the globes in many countries, they are also hiring company secretaries for their governance and compliance purposes.
Okay, okay, cool, sir. So yes, so thank you so much for your time. I mean, thanks a lot. And if
Pleasure.
anyone of you watching, have any questions, feel free, to let us know. We will get it answered through sir. You can also add him on LinkedIn. I mean, one of the nicest person, always ready to help. And yeah, that's about it. So there are opportunities. You have to be patient. You have to be confident, and keep upskilling. I mean, that's what I've got. And if you can learn Arabic or some other additional language, because UAE is very
Yeah,
strategically positioned, that would really help. So that
definitely.
okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And my all the best wishes to all the listeners. And of course, whatever help I can provide as an individual, as a professional friend, I am always available.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you,
very much.
sir. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining in. Thanks a lot.